Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to try to get some more time in on Resident Evil 0. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, we're live on Twitch and Kick right now. Both at Kick and, or Kick, I'm saying it both at the same time, just follow along. Kick and Twitch.com/ HoosierMarineMAK. It's not Twitch and Kick or Kick and Twitch. It's the separate website.com / Hoosier Marine. In case I've been saying it the last few times, uh, I just want to elaborate on that so you guys can find me. But we're live there right now, and we recently just had our surgery performed for Baxter. He's kind of in recovery mode right now, so there may be a moment during this recording. I'm not sure yet if I had to like stop and address something that's going on in the room. We got his kennel back in here. Got his food and water dish over there, and he's been kind of sleepy all day. So we'll see how things are going. But um, obviously he's going to be the priority today. So if anything, well, not just today, but for the rest of the week until we get the okay from the doctor. But if anything happens, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and go address it. So I do apologize if it kind of cuts into the gameplay or whatever I'm talking about. But this is something I warned you guys about for like at least a couple weeks now. But hopefully, nothing serious happens. It's just he's uh he's kind of needy. He craves the attention sometimes, but even more so now that he's kind of hurt and not his normal self. But they basically did like a plastic surgery to tuck his eyelid because he had entropia, and yeah, looking at him, I mean, it definitely looks better. It's a little swollen, so it's still too early to see if it's gonna stay that way. Like he's got like a little bit of droopiness, but we're hoping that we don't have to go through another surgery after this one. So as long as we're doing everything right on this end and making sure that he doesn't scratch it or anything like that, we should be fine. I wish you guys could see him. You guys really can't. He's like, you could kind of see his butt there, but yeah, he's just laying there with his cone on his head. He's gonna have to keep the cone on his head for the next 7 days at least until we see the doctor again. So if you happen to see him, you're gonna see like the miserable face of his poking up with the cone. But I don't know. He's just been kind of like laying around all day, so we'll have to check on him from time to time. Uh, he hasn't really drank anything or eaten anything, so I want him to have access to the food and water. That's why he's out of the kennel right now. But at some point throughout the night, I'm gonna move him back in the kennel, and uh, he won't have to be as supervised. Not like I'm like really doing a great job of watching him right now. I got my back to him, but uh, you know, at least I know if he's moving around and doing stuff, I'll keep an eye on him. Anyway, uh, yeah, I started doing my plugins and I started talking about Baxter, but yeah, he just started going through or we just had his eye surgery, so now we're going to go through the next week and see how things are going with him. So, as far as our stream is concerned, I'll probably end up making my streams happen in the morning now. I'll try my best to like shift over to the morning schedule, so I'll attempt to get on at 7 a.m. from now on, but we'll see how that goes because I'm a night person. I like to operate at night, but because of Baxter's situation, I might have to compromise somewhere in the afternoon. But we're gonna try tomorrow. For those of you guys watching live, we're gonna try tomorrow by 7 a.m. to be live, and if we're not live, then we're gonna default back to this time until we can get another time right. But uh, yeah, looking at how much work he's gonna need, I'm gonna need to be a little bit uh more involved and less on the computer and stuff. So hopefully that's not inconveniencing anybody else with their schedules. I don't really have like a really steady supply of viewers at all times, but the few people I do have, I know it's kind of part of your daily routine now. So if I can at least let you guys know that we're changing our routine so you guys can plan for it if you guys are interested. That's what I'm trying to do here. But um, yeah, anyway, we left off on Resident Evil 0. We just got Billy and Rebecca back together. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how much more of the campaign is left, but we're going to try to push through it. Um, it's kind of getting to the point where it's getting exhausting. So, I'm going to be using guides as often as I can to compensate for the lost time and try to push through the end of the game as quickly as we can. I'm still trying to figure out this microphone, why it's so fucking like it's very low. Like I am talking as loud as I can, and I feel like my volume is very quiet. And it's like picking up on static sounds or like wind or something, which doesn't make sense to me because there's no wind. But um, yeah, I fucking hate this headset. I would never buy another one like this, but we're trying to make do with it. Um, so yeah, once again, if you guys have a solution for me, or if you guys don't have an issue with my volume or anything like that, let me know in the comments on the video, or if you guys are watching live, let me know in the chat. But yeah, it's been bothering me. I've noticed it myself, but it may not bother everybody. So if it doesn't bother you guys as the viewers, then I guess I don't have to worry about it because like I don't need to hear myself talk. Like I'm already playing the game and speaking, I can hear myself. But uh yeah, if it is bothering you guys how low my volume is, please let me know, and I'll try to find a solution that works. I've turned the game volume down as quiet as I can, and it's still fucking loud. So that obviously won't be a solution I can use, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. After for those of you guys watching live, after we do this Resident Evil playthrough, we're gonna move over to Dead by Daylight for a little bit. It won't be a long stream today. I mean, I don't see us going past 4 hours today, but we'll see what's going on. Anyway, here we go. We're gonna launch the game now. Oh, sorry, I had to tab out briefly. Okay, let's see.
Zero.
I feel like I gotta be close to the end here, though. I really do. There can't be much more left in the campaign, can there? I mean, this is my first time playing through the story, so I don't know what to really expect. If there's a lot more left, or if I'm just like at the very end. Um, I was backtracking for ammunition, and I'm not sure what else. Oh, I was going looking for a battery, and I couldn't find one, so that's why I was backtracking. The battery that we found isn't the one that we need, so I kind of did all that effort for nothing. Well, not for nothing, because I still found ammo and loaded my grenade launcher, but yeah, we did a lot of backtracking here, so I have to go back and link up with Rebecca. I guess I didn't have to separate them, but I did it anyway. Where did I leave? Oh, there she is. I was like, I looked down on the ground, like wondering what that was, and I remembered I thought I had her in this area, but yeah, she's just hiding over here in this little nook.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Alright, I'm going to assume that I have to do this puzzle area to move on forward, so I'm going to make sure that I have a free slot available on each of the characters, just in case, like, I don't know which one's going to make it to the puzzle. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I can figure that out. Let's just take the ammo for this real quick, so... There we go. And then we'll take that too. We'll leave her behind to work the little panels.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Alright, I see what I gotta do. I think.
Come on!
Okay.
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to switch to Billy and move that box around. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be for that one door, like a room or two back with the slot in it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we won't be able to move that, but we could try to move these crates here. Hopefully this works the way I want. There we go. Yeah, and then I'll get him on top of the crate, and then I'll raise the water up. He'll float up, and then I'll be able to do it. Okay. I think this was pretty simple. I tried doing this puzzle when I had just the one character, and it looked really confusing, but now that I have Billy with me, it makes more sense. Yeah, now we'll... What do you mean it's too dangerous to raise right now? Get the fuck out of here. Well, then maybe that's not the way. I just said how it wasn't confusing anymore, but yeah, now I'm confused again. Let's see. Oh, you know what? No, I see what needs to happen. I may not be able to reset this right away. Let me actually back out of this room. I see what needs to be done. I think I have to make a land bridge out of the wood. I think that's what I have to do. Like, Billy won't be able to go in there at all. He'll actually have to leave, but then once I line up those wooden crates in a certain way, I'll be able to make a bridge. I said land bridge, but I'll be able to make a bridge out of the wood, and I'll be able to walk across. But it won't go while he's in here. Nope. There we go. I actually might need to reset again, just because of how I placed that box just now. Yeah, I think we might have to do that real quick. Yeah, we'll do a quick reset. Alright, then I'll move this across as much as I can. I'm gonna start moving this one too, just to get it across. Alright, once I get this in front of that grate, I'll be able to potentially move it to the center and then move it over again. And then we'll have our bridge. I think we're cooking now. I think we got it. Alright. Then we'll put him over. Fuck, no. No. We screwed something up. Maybe, damn, I don't know where I gotta go from that point. You know, maybe the first crate we'll just put in this corner, and then we'll shuffle the other ones down center, move them over, close the gate, put one over, like, wherever it needs to be, and then just repeat the process. It's going to be slow going. I got to reset, I think. I think I screwed that up, but we're very close. I also might need to move that steel one out of the way, just so I can rotate the door a different direction and not have to worry about it being in the way. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah. And actually, we didn't even have to move that one. So now we'll put this one center there. Or not center, but over that grate. Like just in front of it. Yeah, and then we'll move that steel crate back in the corner just so it's out of the way so I can move freely, because I'm going to have to close that gate and go back that direction. I don't want to get closed in. I'm stupid. I'm on the wrong side. Alright, well, let me undo my stupidity here. Let me go back. I wasn't done moving the crates, but I had to be on that side so I could shift that crate over and then push in that corner there. Yeah, I'm stupid for that. There. Now she can close it. Yeah, and then I need her to open it once it's in position, though. There we go. So now let me move this crate over. Well, let me move it from this side. Yeah. Yeah, it will. Maybe it's not pushed all the way to the side and it's like clipping against something. Here, we'll try again, I guess. We'll push from the other side. I see it has like a little sliver of space. Maybe it just wasn't pushed all the way. I don't know. Yeah, it's in the corners. Hey, buddy. What's going on? What? Yeah, you guys can kind of see him on camera here. There's Baxter right there. He had his right eye. You guys can't really see it, but he had a procedure done on his right eye today. He just spilled a bunch of food too. What? Yeah, and the thing is, I have a tray for him, but if he tries to eat out of it, the cone hits it first. So he's not like the other dogs where he has a longer snout. It's kind of like he almost has like a pug face in a way. He can't reach the food with the cone on, but we can't take the cone off of him because he's got to keep it on him. Like the doctor specifically said, like even if he's eating, he keeps the cone on because it just takes one scratch to undo all the sutures on his eye, and it would have made the entire surgery a waste of time. Let me get through this puzzle first, and then I guess we'll find something to do while we're taking care of Baxter. I might need to just do this puzzle and call it the episode. I'm not sure. Like for YouTube, it's not as easy for me to just step away and do things because I got to stay active the entire time or try to. If I'm live, I would just put a different overlay on and play music. So yeah, for you guys watching on YouTube, you're kind of getting a shit stick right here, or short end of the deal here. I'm going to be pre-engaged with something else, and I don't. Honestly, I might have to just do these videos independent from the stream. Honestly, just to give you guys your own dedicated thing. All right. Well, he's laying down for now, so I'm not like. There's not like an immediate rush to help him, but yeah, just bear with me, guys. Damn, this fucking camera shit. That little bit of nudging I needed to do. But yeah, I think our next video that we do, or if we decide to do like a Resident Evil guided like playthrough or whatever, not even guided, but just a playthrough, we may have to just do it offline from the stream, just until I get back in the routine of things with Baxter. It's yeah, because I'm gonna have to step away here pretty soon. I don't want to have you guys on YouTube just watching nothing for a bit. At least when I'm on stream, I can have music playing or something, and they could just stay entertained while I have like other things going on. But yeah, that's where we're at with things now. We're gonna have to try to figure things out for this week. It's gonna be a little rough. It's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve. I mean, it's not like I haven't like nursed the dog back to health before while I've been streaming. It's just different things require different levels of attention, detail, and stuff like that. Or not detail, but you know, I may need to do different things that will take up more time, and yeah. So I think once I do this, I'll probably go put this on the door, and then I'll save the game, and that may end up having to be it for Resident Evil today, guys. Sorry about that. We'll be stepping away, and then
Come on.
Roger.
we'll come back. For those of you guys watching live, we'll step away and come back and play some Dead by Daylight for a bit. But like I stated at the beginning of the video and the beginning of the stream, in fact, for weeks now, or about a week, I've been saying it. Baxter's going to be needing our attention a little bit more, so we'll be focusing our attention on that instead of the stream. And for that, I apologize for all of you guys that don't really give a shit, but you know, I got things to take care of, so we're going to be at the whim of whatever task needs to be done in real life, and everything else is going to be secondary for a bit. I feel like I'm talking in circles, but I think you guys get it. You get what I'm trying to put down. Or you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, I think. All right. Let's go save it because we're not gonna go into that room because I feel like I have like this thing where I'm compelled to do something if I find a new area. So we'll save that enjoyment or that excitement of like discovering new things for the next episode. Okay. All right, everybody. I do apologize. We're keeping this one short. This is probably our shortest episode yet, and most of the episode was me talking in the beginning. And the few times I was talking throughout, I sound like an idiot. Uh, just because I'm not scripted. I'm full retard 100% of the time, or actually half retard, but still. Um, so it's hard for me to structure sentences while I'm seeing flashing images in front of me, and I have things going on behind me that I have to address. So. Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate. For the rest of the week, or at least for the foreseeable future, Baxter's gonna need more of my attention, and maybe have he may need my assistance in eating and drinking, and then I also will have to be taking him for potty breaks and stuff pretty routinely. So it's gonna cut into a lot of the things I'm doing here on stream or for the videos, and I just discovered it today that doing the YouTube video will not work um, alongside the stream. So I'll have to do this whole Resident Evil playthrough. I'll have to finish it off of the stream, so you guys will get your own dedicated video for those of you guys watching on YouTube. And I've done it before once or twice, but not as often. So now that's how we're gonna address things because I can cut, I can walk away, I can start the video over again. I don't necessarily have to um, worry about any interruptions because like I could start over fresh and it won't really take away from the viewing experience. But when I'm doing it live, I can't necessarily do that because if I'm stepping away, if I was like for the live viewers, I would just put music on, I would put an overlay, I would be right back, and then whoever I have left watching, they'll just come back and um, they would have at least had like some form of entertainment to keep them busy while I was gone. But for you guys on YouTube, that wouldn't be the same. So yeah, we're just gonna make our own little videos for you from this point forward until we fix things up with our schedule and figure out what works here. Um, yeah, but speaking of our live viewing, if you guys want to follow us on Kick and Twitch, or Kick or Twitch, whichever one you want. I prefer if you followed both, but some people have their preferences. We're at kickandtwitch.com/HoosierMarineMAK. We're live most days. I am moving towards the morning schedule, or at least I'm going to attempt streaming at 7 a.m. Central. If that doesn't work, we'll default back to our 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. schedule, like where we fall in between like that 2 hour window of our start time. So if we're not live by 7 a.m., we'll be live somewhere between those 2 hours. That's when we'll start in the evening time. And yeah, if you guys want any like live notifications or any alerts or anything like that, if things change on the fly, I'll let you guys know in my Discord, which is linked in my channels. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but if it's not on YouTube, it'll be on my Twitch and Kick channels. So go there, check out the Discord, follow it, or join it, and you'll get better notifications on what I'm doing as far as if there's any kind of snag ups with the stream, if I'm running behind, or if I'm not doing a stream altogether. That's where you'll find those alerts. And It's also a good place to just hang out, meet people, play video games, socialize, share your life stories with people, all that kind of stuff. Um, I also do on occasions I do viewer open lobbies kind of thing where I can interact with the community. I play video games with everybody that's like I play video games with the viewers in real time, so they're on stream, they're hanging out, and I'm also getting to meet you guys. So if you guys want to take that opportunity to meet me and have a conversation and have the spotlight on stream or on for the live community, then that's the place to be. Um, I do that usually on the weekends, so if there's a way for you to plan your time around that, look forward to that. I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a quick break here for those of you guys still watching, but we're gonna hopefully come back tomorrow with a better video for you guys that are watching on YouTube. We'll have this uploaded tonight for those of you guys watching live, but yeah, we're gonna cut this, and hopefully it was enough to keep you guys satisfied for a bit. I know it wasn't much, but we figured out a puzzle without using a guide, so that was fun. But yeah, Baxter's gonna need our attention here for a little bit, so I do hope you guys can at least appreciate uh, the situation and have some patience. And I do apologize for any inconvenience this caused you guys, but I do hope that you guys are doing well, staying safe, staying out of trouble, and once again, hopefully we'll see you guys on the next one.